another pageant episode and another pageant queen na naman ang machichikahan natin sa araw na to. Help me welcome first ever Miss Universe Philippines representing Tandag City. We have Miss Dañelle and Catalan. Let me add her right now. Okay. And hi, hello.
Hi,
Hello,
good
ang ganda.
evening. It's super nice to meet you.
Ang ganda naman. So, hello, how are
Thank you so
you?
much. I'm doing really good. I'm really super sorry for the slight changes. We've been trying to go from one coffee shop to another to try to get a stable internet connection. But yeah, I'm doing good. I actually just finished an event this morning. It was a district-based leadership training on Project Luas, incorporating psychological first aid to the suite of leaders. It was such an amazing opportunity for me to be there and talk to the students, impart my knowledge. And, I was also able to give a talk on raising awareness for HIV and teenage pregnancy as well. And I was really super happy that a lot of student leaders are now taking the initiative to conduct seminars like that to really have or create a well-informed society. So it was really, today has just been super amazing. Very jam-packed schedule, but super amazing.
Wow. First pa lang yun, ha? So, you really have a lot on your plate. But thank you very much for guesting here at Lagan sa Cebu, ha? You were able to give us time, ha? Maraming salamat. Now, I would like to ask, no? Oh, did I pronounce it? Is it Dañelle? Dañelle? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people are having a hard time pronouncing my name, but you can just call me Dane or Daniel. It's pronounced as Daniel.
Or Daelle, or Daelle. Hello. Now, I would like to ask, no, how was the feeling that you will be representing Tandag City for the Miss Universe Philippines?
I am just incredibly happy. Ever since the screening, it felt like I've been on cloud nine days after. It's such an amazing, opportunity for me to, influence the community and really immerse myself in different communities as well. And it's a bit pressuring because, it's the very first time that we're having our very own franchise of Miss Universe, especially here in Tandag City. So yung pressure talaga, it's really on, it's a lot on my end, but I really just try to remember who and what I'm doing it for. And, it's also such a huge responsibility for me, but I really am willing to do the work. So I guess it's both a mixed feeling of, um, I am afraid at the same time, but I'm also very grateful for it.
Oh, I see. So this is the first time na magre-represent ng Tandag City, di ba?
So it's the very first time.
Oh, I see. Now, how was your preparation? What are the things na piniprepare mo for the upcoming coronation?
Is it on the national pageant, you mean?
Yes, how was the preparation? Mga preparation mo ngayon?
Well, I'm really glad that Sir JP, our local coordinator, is connecting me with people who are going to be helping me on my journey. So I'm really glad that we have been, or I am connected with people who are just very supportive. So now we're just really trying to focus on my health and fitness. So I've been talking to my dietitian and my coach, and really just trying to contact people who will help me on my advocacy, and just trying to reach out to different schools. And I'm really glad, since I was able to visit my old school that was at Centopialpa National High School. The teachers gave me a very warm welcome, and they told me that they were willing to support me in my advocacy, and they also have been helping me trying to reach the people who are needed for my advocacy. So I'm just really super excited as to how things are gonna go. My schedule for the past few days has just been super crazy, but it's really just the preparation, and I'm just really glad that everything is basically just handed out to me. So I just have to put in the work and the effort, which I definitely do not have any problem on.
Wow, no? No, you mentioned about your advocacy. But before I ask that question, I would like to say mega shout out to Sir JP. Thank you very much for giving a chance to mag-guest dito, si Dan. And also, for those who are watching right now, mukhang parami yung viewers natin. Please do share and don't forget to like our official Facebook page at Laagansa Subo. And also, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel. All right? It's still Laagansa Subo. Now, Dane, I would like to ask, you mentioned about advocacy. Can you tell us your advocacy and why is it important to you?
So, my advocacy is all about education, but mainly focusing on the education for Indigenous people students or the IP students. So, I really think that education is a fundamental right. Regardless of socioeconomic status, every child out there deserves to have access to quality education. And unfortunately, for our Indigenous communities or Indigenous people, they have been marginalized for way too long, in a sense that they have been really left out and their educational system is not updated, and it's in a way that their culture and their heritage is not really respected and valued. And I would like to bring forth, or I would just like to use my platform to raise awareness or to really help them have an environment where they feel that they can make it out in the world, that they have an opportunity to learn and to thrive, and of course make them feel that they are heard and that they are supported, because unfortunately they really do not have access to quality education. So I would really like to help them in that aspect and really let them know that help is available, and I'm just willing to really work on that.
I agree with that, no? Kasi education, that's one thing that no one can get it from you. Diba?
Yes, yes.
So, naman talaga ako na. Now, let's talk about also Tandag City. Now, what makes Tandag City culture unique and how would you promote it to the whole universe?
Well, Tandag City, I think really it's a mix of both. It has its rural and urban characteristics. It's really home to a lot of beautiful natural resources, may it be beaches or waterfalls. And I just like to bring that aspect out into the world. That Tandag City is such a beautiful place. Not only do we have such an amazing heritage and amazing culture, our people as well are incredibly smart. They are very talented. And of course, with the right help, I think I'd be able to really bring forth just how beautiful my city is. And I've been trying to contact people with regards to the tourism office and how we can come up with or like strategize how we can promote Tandag City to the rest of the world.
Yes. Now, you mentioned about tourism as well. Now, I do believe that Tandag City has a beautiful beaches as well. So, how would you contribute to the city's tourism development?
Sorry, you were cutting in and out.
Let me repeat it again. We talk about tourism as well, and I do believe that Tandag City has beautiful tourism spot as well. Now, how would you contribute to the city's tourism development?
Mhm. I think just me being the representative for the Miss Universe Philippines pageant is really such an amazing thing. Rather, sorry, I'm stuttering. It's such an amazing thing already, because me being in the national stage, I get to show people, I get to tell them stories about our people. I get to tell them about our culture, just how amazing our city is, and of course, um, it's basically like we're making history. Me and my city are making history, since this is the very first time we have been, Sir JP and I and Sir Josue as well. We have been thinking of ways and just how we can do that. We have been tapping tourism officers, but we are yet to do that, since we're just waiting for the crowning and sashing to make things really official. But I am just very excited, and we really have a lot of things planned, but I'm not really sure if we can divulge that information yet. But yeah, we are really planning for something that's big and something that's great for the people.
Wow, so marami aabangan sa inyo pala. So,
Marami po talagang pasabog.
yes. So for those watching right now, you also like the official Facebook page of Miss Universe Tandag City, okay? Make sure you like them para ma-update naman kayo sa mga ganap kasi marami palang surprise ang gagawin nila. Now, also, let's give us a tour also with Tandag City. What's your favorite spot in Tandag City, and why is it significant?
The most significant place I consider in Tandag would be our amazing plaza. Now, if you look at it, it's absolutely just so beautiful. We actually just did our tree lighting ceremony a couple of days ago, and I was there to witness the event. It was my first public appearance, and really, it's just a symbol of hope and love to the people. We have been through so much. Our city has just been through so much, and having events like that in a place where it has been such a memorable sight to see for the people, because our plaza before did not look like that. It was just like full of grass, like wooden chairs. But to see it progress for the past couple of years also shows just how much our city has progressed. And it's the place where my mom, my dad, and my sister used to always go to every after school. It's near my school before, so we always go there. And then I remember so many fond memories of how I was a kid and just really enjoying life, enjoying the little things. And now, looking at it, I get to appreciate the little things as well. And it's such an amazing thing as to how much our city has improved, and our plaza is just really a remembrance of that.
Oh, baka naman very soon ha, punta kami dyan. So i-tour nyo kami ha.
I would be very happy to give you a tour.
Oh, yes. Now, also a mega shout out because Michelle Joy Padayhag is watching right now. One of our
Hi,
international here. Now, also I would like to ask, no, what was your reaction when you learned that you received and you will receive a support from the Queen City of the South, Cebu, especially from the Quick Thought teams? So, what is your reaction? And also, mega shout out again to Michelle Joy Padayag. Yes. What was your action?
a special shout out to Michelle. I am ecstatic. I'm incredibly grateful. Sir JP actually talked about the things that I have to improve on. It's just for me, actually, personally, I have a lot of things on my mind, and there's just so many ideas, going back and forth, and I am having a hard time trying to organize my thoughts. So Sir JP and I talked that we really have to work on that. Being able to, briefly say what's on my mind, share my thoughts in a concrete manner. And I'm really, really super, super incredibly thankful that I am gonna be trained by one of the best in the industries. I am, it actually just pushed my drive to do even better, because now that I have the best help that is, available out there, I'm just really excited as to, to start the training, to learn so much from a Michelle. And um, I think it's going to be a bit hard for me, but I do not shy away from a challenge. I think I really thrive in an environment where I am being, somehow pressured at the same time, because it really drives my focus, and somehow it ignites the fire in me to really just do better and to learn more and to make myself well versed, well read. And I'm really, really just super excited and grateful.
Wow. And also, what was your reaction when Sir JPU offered you, or appointed you rather, to be the Miss Universe Philippines Tandag City?
I was just really out of words, because I'm not sure, Sir Fitz, if you have seen the the post that I made, or my introduction, because I came home to my hometown. It was like a risk for me, because I just came from Cebu. So I made the decision at 12 midnight. I packed my stuff at around 4 or 5. I was looking for a van chance for hours prior, and I got to the airport at Butuan City Airport at around 9 in the morning. The screening was at 1 p.m. So I was everything. I was just like really rushing the entire time. I was completely nauseous. I did not get to prepare anything, because I was just really super focused on getting there on time. And I had asked, like, I requested, because I really wanted to join. People were pushing me at the very last day of the screening that I really should try. And then it made me really, just seize the opportunity. And when I was there, everything felt very foreign to me. I haven't been in the pageant scene in quite a while. I haven't walked in those 6-inch really high heels. I haven't, spoke in front of a crowd for quite a long time, aside from work, of course. But for me to just really beautifully share my thoughts to the people, I haven't done that in a long time. So of course, I was very nervous. I was very anxious the entire time. My hands and my legs were shaking, but I really just tried to compose myself. I really wasn't that convinced with my performance, but I'm really happy that Sir JP saw the potential in me. And after talking to him, after the announcement that I was going to be the Miss Universe Philippines representative for Tandag City, him and I actually talked, and he was just letting me know of all the plans that he has for me, all the people that we are going to be working with. And I'm just really glad and I'm super thankful that I am with a local coordinator who's very hands on, he's very organized. And of course, it made me much more thankful because for the past few months, I've just really been looking for ways where I can give back to the community, where I can use my voice to help the people. And I think Sir JP really is just an answered prayer for me. He has been super, super supportive. And, I really, even when my schedule is a bit hectic now, I really wouldn't have it any other way. Knowing that I have such an amazing support system, knowing that I have Sir JP with me and Sir We as well, I think, I'd be able to just really power through.
And you deserve the title. That's what asking questions you right now. You really deserve the title, and I can't
Thank
wait
you.
to on a national stage. Kahit paus tayo dito, di ba? Ang taas. Ganda naman ng Miss Universe natin. Now, let's talk about again Tandag City. And also, I researched about Tandag City more onto fishing. No? Yung Tandag City. So, what an innovative solution would you propose for sustainable fishing practices in Tandag coastal communities?
Mhm. Well, Sir JP and I have been tapping people from the tourism office and certain businesses as well. So I've just really been trying to immerse myself on that aspect. But first, before I can come up with a solution or before I can um, suggest something, I think it's really important for me to just first learn the experience and then learn their history as well, so I can get a better understanding as to how we can move forward with improving their lives, improving these certain practices. So for now, really, I'm just focused on getting these experiences and learning from them firsthand, talking to the people, so I would be able to feel what they feel, and then we can come up with a solution after, and then I can suggest certain things. Yeah.
Wow, you have a plan na pala for that,
Yes.
no? Amazing. Now, before we continue, no, I would like to have a mega shout out to those who are watching right now. Ang dami nanood natin ngayon, no? 124. Thank you very much for watching. So keep on sharing. And also, if you want to ask some questions, just comment down below. If you want to ask questions to our Miss Universe Philippines Tandag City, anything under the sun, just comment down below. And also, we will entertain it. And I do believe our Miss Universe Philippines Tandag City is ready to answer all your questions. Diba? Now, I do believe, kasi mahilig ako kumain. Diba? Gusto kong kumain. Tapos kumain mga food. Now, I do believe may maraming masasarap na dish dyan sa Tandag City. So,
Mm-hmm.
will serve a certain dish from your city to the judges, or to me rather, that represents you as well. What dish that would be and why?
Actually thinking, because there's a lot of dishes that we can offer. Um, there is this delicacy that we have. It's one of our very famous kakanin. Kind of forgot the name. What was it? It's a delicacy that we buy. Usually, it's on weekends. The market. It's moron, and
That's
it's
the one. Okay.
yeah.
Puron, ah.
Mm-hmm. So it's a kakanin that's kind of like steamed and has a filling inside. And if I were just to relate it to myself and how I am as a person, it it's something that's it's something that's very simple on the outside, but when you try to open it, there's something more inside. And then it takes a lot, of work for, for it to, to be finished. And that's just also kind of like a metaphor to me of like how I've been trying to work on myself for the past few years, all the pressure, all the challenges that I did, that kind of heat inside made me the person that I am now. So I'm not sure if I was able to explain it really well, but yeah.
So, ibig sabihin yan kasi there's something inside. So, mas marami pa kaming aabangan sa'yo. So, marami pa sa'yo, diba? So,
Mhm.
how much more on the universe stage? Yun, aabangan pala natin yan. Now, also, one of my favorite part of Miss Universe competition is the national costume. Do you have any plans na ba to what would be your or can you give us a glimpse about your national costume? Have you talked about it already? Yes.
Mhm. Well, for now, Sir JP really has been very secretive for me. Even my crown and my sash, I haven't seen it. But for my national costume, the ones that I've seen, there were just sample images of my gown actually. But for the national costume, we have been um, tapping, or like we have been contacting different designers, and then we kind of link them as to what they're good at and our vision. But for now, I think it's gonna be a secret, so watch out for that na lang po.
Aabangan yan, diba?
Aabangan na lang. Yes po.
Okay. Now, Dane, who is Dane if you're off cam or wala ka sa pageant stage? Who is Dane?
Dane is someone who has a very strong personality. Like what I said before, I do not shy away from a challenge, and even when things are incredibly hard for me, I really just try to power through. I have always been so passionate in advocating for women's rights, and my friends will definitely say that about me. Even when it's hard for me to speak up, I try to find ways to speak up and to help other people. I really just found it in me to be the voice for other people, and it strikes a chord in my heart, to be able to give back. Before this pageant, actually just a year ago, I was talking to a couple of friends, and I was telling them, do you guys know an organization where I can help, like um, uh, Gabrielle Youth, or something that's based in Cebu, because I was based in Cebu then. So I was really just looking for ways on how I can help the people, influence them to do better, because that's what I've been trying to do. Because growing up, I did not have the right role models. So it was just in me to, I kind of realized that, what, this is not what I want to be. That's not who I want to be when I grow up. So I made the conscious effort to really change, to really do better. And even when the road was incredibly tough and it's incredibly hard, because usually when you're having a hard time, you try to go back to your old ways. But I really pushed myself to not do that. Dane is someone who's not afraid of a challenge. Dane is very passionate. Dane has a heart for the people, and she will always, always, always try to do her best to make others feel seen, supported, heard, and loved.
Wow. So you are really totally beautiful inside and out. Diba? Now, the
So,
thing about about you in one word. Who is Dane in one word?
Dane is passionate. I have always tried to put passion into everything that I do, whether it's in school, at work, doing my advocacy, basically everything. I am just very passionate. I try to wake up with intent. I try to be someone who's very purposeful. So, with the passion that I have in me, it has fueled so much, and it has helped me power through all the challenges, through whatever I am facing right now, even with pageant preparation. As long as I get to, remind myself that, I'm doing this for something that's bigger, my passion really has helped me go through so much in life and has really helped me become a better person as well. So, in one word, Dane is passionate.
Passionate. Very well spoken. Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm actually
So,
shaking. I
oy, na-shake ka pa niya. Galing mo, ha?
do get very anxious when it comes to things like this, but I'm again very glad and very grateful for this opportunity because I don't really get to have an avenue where I can speak to the people, and now this being um this is on like live, it's online, people can watch it. I'm just super super glad. Like myself from months ago would never believe that I'm doing this right now.
Wow, ha? And I think this time talaga, Tandag City should stand na talaga on a national stage.
It's
Yes.
time for us to be known, and it's time for Tandag City to be brought out to the rest of the world. And I'm just super super excited to be able to be the one who is able to just do that.
Yes. Now, who inspires you also to be in a pageantry world?
Um, there are actually two people that I think of. One is my mother. My mother really has she's the epitome of a brave or like a strong woman for me. She has went through so much in life, and I never ever saw her lose her composure. She was someone who was very who had her morals and her principles intact no matter what the situation is. She has always been super composed. It was like she had like a love that she was willing to give out to the people, and she never runs out of it. And I always saw her as that individual that is just super super amazing, incredibly forgiving, and she's just very thoughtful and very generous. And I always ask myself, how is she able to do that without um without emptying her cup? And that's when I knew that my mother was just an amazing person. She did so much to provide for her children, to provide for her family. And I told myself I wanted to be that type of person. Even when she wasn't in the pageant scene, her morals, her character, her personality in general really inspired me to do better. And of course, my favorite queen ever, Catriona Gray. Oh my goodness, I would always talk about her for hours. And when she joined the Miss Universe pageant, I think that was in 2018 or 2019, I do not stop talking about her. For me, she is just the epitome of a real queen. Because even when her reign was over, she was still doing charity, she was still doing her work, as an advocate, as a women's rights advocate, and someone who was willing to help other people, especially when it comes to education. And she was just awarded for her work a couple of weeks ago, I think. And whenever I look at her, I'm just super, super amazed because she's such a smart woman. She's incredibly eloquent. She's intelligent. She's very humble. She always has a heart for people. And when you see her, because I think it's easy for people to bluff their way out of things, but you do not ever see her bluff. Her attitude did not change. She's always super, super kind. And I think that's the kind of person that every other girl should emulate: confident, smart, kind, passionate, someone who has really a heart for every other person out there. And she's just super, super amazing. I really hope that I have the chance to meet her soon when I join the national pageant. But yeah, she's just an amazing person, and I look up to her. I would write essays about her in college almost every single day whenever I have the chance.
Wow, talking like a queen na talaga, diba? Now, since we talk about women also, no? What is your own definition of woman empowerment, and how do you embody that definition?
I think women empowerment really is just believing in yourself, because especially now with the rise of social media, and you know it's people tend to compare themselves with other people, and they tend to they forget that what they see in social media is not really real. It's curated to look a particular thing, and it's not always, the truth. People always try to conceal things to make themselves look better, and it's important for us to just really be confident in ourselves. Women empowerment includes being self-aware and really just putting that 1% of effort every day. And if I could just like insert something from a book that I'm reading, I actually just mentioned this in the screening as well. It's Atomic Habits. It's from James Clear. So there was this marginal gains. So it was like putting 1% of effort every single day. And then in the long run, you would look at it and it would just change your life drastically. So believing in oneself, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not a success. It's like one in a million story. You try to push yourself every single day, even when it's hard. You try to put that 1%. You believe in yourself, you become very confident, and you really work on your education. Because like what you mentioned before, education is not something that that can be taken away from you. And I've said this like, I don't know how many times, but I would just really like to remind everyone to really work on yourself, work on your personality, work on your education, really work on yourself. Because if there are three things, I really love saying this, if there are three things that other people cannot take away from you, it's your wit, it's your character, and it's your education. So you bank on that.
Absolutely correct. Those are the three important things. Very well said, and I totally agree with you. Now, you have really a lot on your plate. You have this beautiful story. Now, if you were given a chance to give a certain title of your life, what title would you give to your life? Like, ano yung title ng buhay mo? At bakit yun yung napili mo na title?
Wow, I really haven't thought about that one. That's a very interesting question because I went through so much, in life. I've met different kinds of people that have shaped me, and my personality as well. It's just a mix of both the good and the bad. So if I were to think of a title for my life, I think um, it would be. It's not really a complete sentence, but it's out of love and chaos, because I really just try to do everything for love and with love. And of course, in my mind, everything is just like super chaotic. There's a lot going on in here, so I'm having a hard time organizing my thoughts. But other than that, it's both like it's kind of like a beautiful chaos, if I can say that. But yeah, it's out of love and chaos.
A beautiful chaos, diba?
Try to be beautiful chaos.
Yes. Now, before we proceed, kasi ang dami pa nanonood natin, the questions are getting more interesting. Now, again, for those who are watching, if you want to ask question, you can comment down below. But before we continue, I would like to say thank you first to the following people. Thank you very much, JPU. Thank you so much for the opportunity to have an interview with Miss Dane. Thank you very much to the quick thoughts. Thank you, Michelle Joy Padayag, Miss Universe Philippines, Tandag City organization. Thank you very much. And also, my very own personal sponsor, Timplora Dermatologica, for always making me fresh because I am Timplora Touch. Kahit po na medyo sikli tayo ngayon, it's getting more interesting yung mga question natin. And also, very well said naman talaga yung mga sagot ng beauty queen natin. Now, Dane, I would like to ask, how can we support you? Can you give us your social media platform? Invite everybody where we can follow you, your social media platform, and how we can support you for the coming ilang months na rin, coronation na rin ng Miss Universe Philippines 2025. And who would you like to say thank you? Go ahead.
Yes, of course. First, I would just like to thank you so much for, having me on this interview today. Again, I really don't have, I don't really usually get opportunities like this to speak my mind to the people. So I really am just super glad. And now I'm just, I still am shaking because I'm not really, even when I like speaking in a crowd, the jitters are still there. But I just like to see this as a blessing. And I have been showered with so much love and so much support from the people. And I'm really, really grateful for that. And if there are people that I would like to thank, of course, it's Sir JP, our local coordinator. He has been super, super amazing. He's been very hands on. I don't think that I would ever meet someone who was gonna connect me with so many people who's gonna help me in my journey and help me hopefully bring the crown. And he's just, I think it's really an amazing thing to have people who share the same vision as you. And I'm glad that my team and I are always in sync. And he was also telling me that he was open for like a negotiation, or he was open to like us collaborating. It's not just this is what I want to do and this is what I want you to be. This is how you should look like. It's not like that. He was not really pushing me to become or like to mold me into something that I'm not. So I'm really grateful for that because I get to show my authentic self all the while having him, approve everything. So I'm just really glad. And of course, Sir Josue, for everything, for managing your social media, for giving me, um, the time for like more engagements online. And of course, my family, my dad, my sister has been super, super amazing. A few people who have been with me ever since the screening, that would be my Kuya June and Ate Mimi, for everyone who did my hair and makeup for the past couple of days for my events. Thank you so much for Brixon, for Kench, for Kai, for Kirk, for always helping me go to my events, for driving me everywhere, for Mommy Jalai. Thank you so much for Adara. Oh, Tandag City is just home to a lot of talented people. My makeup artists are just super, super amazing. I do not have any complaint with my makeup. My makeup now is like it's been standing for like I don't know how many hours, and it's still intact. And I think the base is just super amazing. So yeah, you won't be
Yeah,
having any problem.
so cool.
You won't be having problem getting your hair and makeup done when you're in Tandag City. And of course, if you would like to follow me, please do follow me online. My Facebook name is Dañelle and Catalan, and follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It's at Dañelle Catalan. And please do follow our page. It's Miss Universe Tandag City. We are gonna be posting a lot more content in the next few days. So madami po kaming pasabog. So do watch out for that. There's something really, really exciting that we are going to be sharing in the next couple of days. Or JP, Sir Wet, and I are working on it constantly. So wala pong hihinga dito. Pasabog kung pasabog. And again, thank you so much for all the love and the support. Everyone has just been super kind, and I was actually very amazed with the support that I was given, because I thought, Tandag City is not really a pageant loving community. But ever since the announcement, I was just, there was just so many messages congratulating me. And saying that I'm gonna support you. I'm gonna, what do you need? I'm gonna be helping you out. Please don't hesitate to contact me. And they have been sharing my photos. Even I think just sharing and liking photos, it goes a long way, because it gets us more engagement. And yeah, I really am super, super thankful for everything. And of course, I owe this win to my mother, and I offer this win to God. God has helped me through so much. I think this is just all of His grace. I've been blessed with so many amazing people, so many amazing opportunities. And I really am just glad. I've been constantly praying. And I think this is really my redirection. This is an answered prayer. With all the people, with the love that I've been given, I'm just super, super grateful. I owe this win to God.
Wow. Very, very big heart ka talaga. Kasi those people trusted you naman talaga throughout your journey. Now, also, and sana makita kita in the flesh kasi nakapunta
Yes.
tayo sa Cebu. So hopefully we can see each other in the flesh. Now, before we end up, I have one last question. Okay? If crowned Miss Universe Philippines, how will you utilize your platform to uplift the lives of Tandag City's residents and promote global understanding? I repeat, if crowned as Miss Universe Philippines, how would you utilize your platform to uplift the lives of Tandag City's residents and promote global understanding?
I kind of feel like I'm on the national stage already with the questions. But if I were to win the Miss Universe pageant, I would like to use my platform and my title to raise awareness on, because we have been constantly talking, we have been having different seminars on HIV, the importance of HIV testing, the rise of teenage pregnancy, how we can prevent it, how we can help the victims, how we can educate the students as well. And of course, I would just like to use my platform to amplify the voices of the people who are not really given much attention to. So I just like to really focus on that. I think it really all boils down to education, me tapping into different coordinators, talking to the residents, and um, connecting with local businesses as well. I think it really would just uplift the lives of other people. And for me to just tell them that, help and support is available. And I think what I've been trying to just like really go for is to have an informed and well educated society, because that's what lacks now. And even when we are properly informed, there's also a lack of effort on their end. So I'd just like to really to motivate them, to encourage them to do the work, because I think it will really just help our city progress in the long run. And of course, I am just super, super glad that I have this title, because now I have a platform to actually push for my advocacy so people can listen. And I now actually have the opportunity to talk to the local government unit, to certain officials, so they could really listen. And I'm willing to, immerse myself in different communities to hear the stories and share their stories as well to the world, that this thing is happening now and we need to solve it, and we need to, take a close look at it. And if I were to win, I would just dedicate my life, my time, and my crown into helping the residents of Tandag City, and to show the rest of the universe just how beautiful our city is. Thank you.
Talk like the Miss Universe Queen. Yun na. Yun na. And I do believe you are very much ready. Ngayon, pwede ka nang isabak ngayon eh. Diba? Ready na.
Kulang pa ng practice.
Ayun ko,
Thank you
diba?
so much. Thank you.
You very much also. So I think you're ready. And alam ko naman talaga. Kasi if you still have lots of preparation, you still have months to prepare yourself. And also, I do believe also, you're also excited to meet the rest of the queens. Kasi isa naman talaga sa favorite part ng mga candidates when a part of Miss Universe is the sisterhood naman talaga. Diba? Alright, makalaagan, no? Ayun, ang dami-dami natin nalaman ng Miss Universe Philippines Tandag City, and it's getting more interesting. But before that one also, malapit na din tayo nag 1 hour. Thank you very much to all the Thank you very much for sharing. Thank you so much for bearing with me. Kahit wala pa akong masyadong bosses.
It's totally fine.
Yes, and also thank you very much once again, our Miss Universe Philippines Tandag City. We have Miss Dañelle and Catalan. Thank you very
Thank
much
you so much.
Cebu. I'm hoping to see you soon in the flesh, diba?
Flash.
Na. And also, good luck for your upcoming competition.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was really a pleasure meeting you. And again, thank you so much for having me in your show. I hope that this, interview today would really just push for my advocacy and for the people to get to know me a bit better. And I hope that I was able to somehow tell them my message, share my story, and what I really am fighting for, and what my true purpose is. Again, thank you so much. It was lovely, lovely meeting you, and I hope I get to meet you again soon in Cebu.
Soon. Now, kasi gusto ko talaga mag-ask ng question pa more. One last na lang talaga.
Yeah, go. Ilaban natin yan.
Para malaman natin posting kung anong ilalagay nila. Alright, pakalangan. So once again, thank you very much, Ella. Ella, diba? I can call you Ella.
Yes, Ella.
Ella. And also, for those who are watching, don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube channel at Lagan sa Subo, and click the bell button on our. And also, don't forget to like our official Facebook page at Lagan sa Subo, and for more update. Also, for Ella, please do like the official Facebook page as well as Miss Universe Philippines, Tandag City. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our very special guest and a beautiful Miss Universe Philippines, Tandag City, we have Dañelle and Catalan. Once again, thank you very much for those who are watching. And Ella,
Much.
hope to see you soon. Pakihay na
Hope
lang ako Sir JP, ha?
so. Thank you
All right.
so much.
Yes, once again, we have Miss Universe Ella, and I'm your host, Fritz Alcaraz. You may follow me on my social media platform, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Fritz Gerald Alcaraz. Once again, ako si Kalagan Fritz saying, stay safe, be a responsible Kalagan, and this is Lagan sa Cebu Pageantry All Access. Thank you very much, everybody. And Ella,
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
See you soon. Good
You
luck.
too.
Bye, everyone.